she should try spending 10% less. They all should. It's easier than you think. Marc Allen says a lot of us already are doing it. So why not the government? Man, what this guy saw and when he saw it and how he proposed getting out of it. Not by doing a lot, actually by doing just a little. It just amounts to a lot. Marc Allen is author of what has quickly become a near cult favorite read, The 10% Solution. Marc's uncannily lucid, clear, and prescient, hardly catastrophic fix for a lot of what ails us is the stuff that we're still all talking about. Marc joining me now from San Francisco to explain. Good to have you.
Thanks, Neil. Thanks for having me.
At the risk of sounding disingenuous here, the reason why yours is one of my favorite business books, even though it's much bigger than business, is that you get your hands around a very complex issue with a surprisingly simple solution. Explain.
I always look for simple solutions. The best solutions are the simplest. I think the most important thing that we do, both as individuals and as businesses or governments, is the kind of thinking we do that affects the whole mass psychology. Right now in this recession, we need to take the mass psychology and get back on positive track again. And there are simple solutions for this. Personally, simply saving 10% and eventually giving away 10% really has a positive effect on the entire economy.
But Marc, what do you say when a lot of folks hear that and they say, well, I'm obligated for every penny coming in, and then saving 10% of it ain't happening?
That's so common. That was true of me when I started. I noticed as my income raised, my expenses went up right along with them. In fact, often surpassed my income. But I learned a trick from a therapist called lowering the gradient. And I tell people, and this is how I started, if you can't save 10% and give away 10%, start with 5% or 3%. Or certainly you can save and give away $1 for every $100 that goes through your hands. If you start there, you'll see the effects of that saving. Well, a lot of it
intrinsic in that, Marc, as you point out, is taking a look at your expenses. This can apply to governments as well. And can you shave 10% off that? Most people, most entities can, one way or the other, but our government with these fixed costs, the discretionary part, we're told, you can't. What do you say?
I think our government could shave costs. The government is just a huge business. Every business can shave costs. And I think every sensible business that's run well always has a downward pressure on costs. One thing we do in our company, I don't know why the government doesn't do it, is reward anyone that saves money. If a person comes to us with a cheaper 800 number, say, which a person did a few years ago, and saved us $80,000 a year, we immediately gave that person a bonus of $8,000, and then at year end, gave her a substantial profit-sharing bonus. That kind of thing could be implemented in the government. Whoever saves money could get a bonus based on that savings.
So government workers incentivized. Does that work?
Yes. I talked to my post office carrier. I said, you guys should have profit sharing. And she said, no kidding, you wouldn't believe the incredible waste we have in the post office, but nobody's motivated to do anything about it because of the hierarchical structure and the hassle of, and it doesn't make any difference because they get the, that's just poor management.
I agree, Marc. And one thing I loved about your book, I want to get you back again. We're pressed for time here, but a lot of it is common sense, and we keep coming up with excuses. Can't, won't, doesn't work. And you just blow all that away and just say, stop it, So I ended up dismissing all my excuses after reading it. But Marc, thank you very much. Good having you.
Thank you, Neil. It's my pleasure.
Marc Allen, 10% Solution. Man, that is like a Bible these days. You got to read it, really. All right, is cap and trade code for tax?